Alrighty guys, what's going on? Starks Fit back here again with another video. So today we're going to be doing shoulders. So it's mainly going to consist of dumbbell work for the most part. Maybe some barbell. It just depends. But with that being said, let's get into it. Uh, 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 yeah. Yeah, so I find myself falling into the habit of being bent over and shrugging. That's going to work more rear delt slash traps than actually side delt. So we got to remember to keep our posture straight up and pull with just the lateral head of the delt. So like this. So a lot of the times when we're working out, and I'm included in this too, sometimes we get a little carried away and focus more on weight than form. All right. Now, to a certain point, if you're focusing on strength, you can not not like go crazy, but you can sacrifice a little form for more weight. Now, it still has to be more clean than anything. So just just make sure that you're still working on and having up to par form with weight. Okay, so let's not sacrifice all of our form for weight. Let's not make that mistake. All right, let's finish the last set of lateral raises. All right, so I'll probably do another set, maybe two. But with these, we're not going to be, so we're getting in like a rowing position, but instead of coming straight back with our lats, we're going to hold them this way, long ways, and we're going to kind of, instead of doing these where we're using a lot of our like our trap or yeah, we're going to be just pulling away and up. So we're going to just do what it naturally wants to do, and we're going to be pulling with our rear delt, this little tiny muscle right here. Oh. Had something stuck in my throat. Whew. We're only going to do 3 sets of the front raises, just because your front delts get a lot more work than your side delts and your rear delts. So we just are just going to do 3 sets. Pretty much like I said in the beginning, it's mainly going to be dumbbell work for today. Just working more on the isolation instead of the compound movement. With lateral raises, you can really only do isolation, just because it's, I mean, you could do like band work where you're holding each side and you're coming up, but it's still more isolation than anything. Rear delts, you could do like face pulls with the rope. So that's gonna be, it's gonna be isolation, but since you're gonna be doing both arms, it's really gonna be a compound movement in a way as far as and kind of an isolation at the same time. And then front raises, you can do compound, you can do isolation. You could do barbell, dumbbell, cable, friggin' band work. You could do a lot with front. Yeah, so today it's I was gonna take the day off. I took yesterday off. Um and then I was gonna take today off as well as far as weights go. I got my steps in for the day. I got my steps in for the day yesterday. I just didn't do any weights. I wasn't gonna do weights today either, but after my walk, I decided to do just more isolation shoulder work. Nothing too taxing. It's pretty straightforward. My shoulders kind of, I wouldn't say lack, but they're not a strong point on my body. So I was like, you know what? Let's just hit shoulders. And, it's not very hard to hit shoulders at all. So that's where we are. My legs and calves are so sore from leg day. We're just trying to stretch out a little bit. Stretching after working out. Stretch before, but more so after you finish working out. And then as the days go on, just focus on stretching as well to get the lactic acid build up and break down all the muscles. It'll help with recovery. Also, get your sleep. If you're not sleeping, make sure you're getting enough sleep. Sleep is very important. Now, sometimes I lack in that department. No real excuse as far as not getting enough sleep, but I find myself scrolling on the phone later at night after a long day. Just sometimes, when you have a full-time job, you have kids, you have family, sometimes the only real you time outside of course, working out, if you do that, is, kind of later at night when everything's kind of simmered down and, you're going to bed for the day. Oh, alrighty, guys. Awesome freaking workout today. Wasn't too taxing. More isolation movements than anything. Nothing crazy. Sometimes that's all it takes for a nice workout. Um, you know, uh, Instead of taking off days, off days are good. I take off days. But if you're like, man, I really don't want to take an off day. I hit all body part. I've hit all body parts already this week. I don't want to take an off day. Let me just hit a lacking body part, that I need to work on. And over time, that lacking body part, kind of catches up um, with the rest. So, and that's a little thought process you can have with yourself if you're kind of in the middle of not wanting to really add another full day, but not really wanting to rest, or as we all should be doing, add some cardio in. It takes 20, 30 minutes a day. If you don't want to do a day, do 45 minutes to an hour 3 times a week. Doesn't have to be a crazy amount of your time. That way we can build up our cardiovascular system, keep our heart healthy, keep our lungs healthy, and just help our body actively recover as we're hitting the weights as well, because that helps you recover as well, on top of getting enough sleep for the day. So just make sure we're getting our sleep, eating our vitamins, eating our protein, our carbs, our fats, our calories for the day. Let's make sure that we're doing what we need to do in order to give our body the best fighting chance as we go through our progress in our, as we gain more muscle, lose fat, lose weight, gain weight, um, or if you're main gaining, do it like that as well. But with that being said, always remember to work hard, always be dedicated towards your goals and ambitions in life, always be ferocious towards everything you do. Remember, let's keep God first above all else, and everything will fall into place. You already know that. If you didn't, now you know. And remember, let's get these gains, and I'm out. Peace.